What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ray Ray. How about them Toronto Raptors, baby? Those Toronto Raptors are on a 3-game win streak. Not bad for being the only team in the NBA that does not have a home court at the moment. Now, even though I am a Laker fan, I'm actually very happy to see the Raptors doing well, and here's why. The Raptors playing well actually gives a lot of credibility to some of the things I've said on this channel in the past. For example, last year in the NBA bubble, I said that Boucher was going to have a breakout season the following year. Now, some people in the comments were disagreeing with me. Of course, there's always going to be someone who disagrees with me. But fast forward to the following season, and it looks like I was right about Boucher. He was averaging around 6 points per game last year and around 3 points per game the year before. Now, this year in 2021, he is averaging 16 points and 7 rebounds. So yeah, I think my prediction on Boucher was right. And I'm even going as far as saying that at least as of this point in the season, I think Boucher is the most improved player. I even made a video saying that I think Boucher should be the most improved player, and for the most part, most of you seem to agree with what I had to say in that video. And then the final thing I've said about the Toronto Raptors recently, which is starting to look like I was right about that once again, is that the Toronto Raptors are finally back. I made a video saying that the Raptors are back after I saw Pascal Siakam score 32 points in a game. That game showed me pretty much everything I needed to see. I saw Pascal finally coming out of his shell. I saw the Raptors playing good team basketball like I've seen them do the past couple of years, and everything just started to look nice for the Raptors. So I went ahead and made a video saying that I think the Raptors are back. Now, of course, some people disagreed with me. They were like, you know what, Ray? Just because the Raptors played well once, I don't think they're able to duplicate what they did in that one game. Yet here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 3-game win streak. And it's funny because I believe I made that video after the Raptors beat the Knicks. So this was before they even went on their winning streak. And a lot of people are saying, you know what, Ray, it's just the Knicks. You're stupid. You're a stupid Laker fan. Why are you saying that the Raptors are back? And I gave my reasonings. Then they ended up losing 2 games by only 1 point. So I'm not even going to hold that against them. And now they're on a 3-game win streak. So in hindsight, it actually looks like I kind of know what I'm talking about, even if it's only once in a blue moon. So because of that, I'm very happy that the Toronto Raptors are actually winning games right now. Now, with all these things I've been predicting, I might as well start predicting the lottery numbers, because if I was right about these last 2 or 3 things, who knows what I'm going to be right about next, right? No, I'm kidding, of course. Well, kind of. But if you appreciate a Laker fan that was somehow right about the Toronto Raptors, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, that's all I asked for, and I would greatly appreciate it. So with that being said about the Toronto Raptors playing well lately, let's go ahead and look at yesterday's game, because after beating the Mavericks, I have even higher hopes for the Raptors right now. Now, one thing I want to start off with is the Raptors are currently 5-8. On paper, 5-8 does not look good whatsoever. It's not even 50%. It's not even mediocre. It looks bad. We can all agree on that. But I'm here to tell you guys, it's really not as bad as it seems. Sure, on paper, 5-8 is absolutely terrible. I'm not here to debate that. But what do we know? The Toronto Raptors lost 2 games by only 1 point. These are games where the other team just did a better job closing the game out than they did. It'd be a different story if the Raptors were losing all these games by 20 points. So here's what I'm getting at. Sure, the Raptors are 5-8 right now, and they are the 13th seed. But ladies and gentlemen, the 7th seed is only 6-7. So if Toronto would have just scored 2 more points in either one of those games that they lost, they could potentially be the 6th or 7th seed as well. So sure, being the 13th seed and being 5-8 does seem bad, I get it. But we're talking about a 2-point difference. It would be a completely different story if they had lost all these games by 50 points like the Clippers did a couple nights ago to the Mavericks. So with that in mind, if I'm a Raptors fan, I don't think this season is a complete wash. And we have to keep in mind that the Raptors don't even really have a true center, or at least I should say they don't have a true starting center. Aaron Baines, I don't even know what the heck he's still doing on the roster. If I was Masai, I would have sent him down to the baseball league or something. No, I'm being dramatic, of course. What do you know? Me being dramatic. What a surprise. But Aaron Baines, dude, what the heck are you even doing? How many games have you started and scored less than 10 points? Which leads me to Boucher. We just talked about him a couple minutes ago, and I said I think he should be the most improved player, at least this far into the season. Last night, Boucher had another double-double. Keep in mind, this is the kid who used used to be homeless. This is the guy who played JUCO. Then he transferred to Northwest. Then he transferred to Oregon. Then he went undrafted. Then he got signed by the Warriors and they never even played him. Then he got signed by the Raptors and now he's looking like he's going to be the most improved player. Last night, Kristaps Boucher had 21 and 10. He's out here balling. He's out here living his dream life. I'm happy for him. Now, I want to talk about Fred VanVleet because on the offensive end of the court, he did not do much yesterday. And although that might seem like a bad thing, in a way, I actually think it's a good thing for the Toronto Raptors, and here's why. Fred VanVleet is one of their main scorers. It's between Kyle, Pascal, or Fred, whoever really has it going that night. But dude, even though Fred VanVleet only scored 6 points yesterday, the Raptors still won by 23 points against a team that is for sure going to the playoffs. Kristaps is just getting back from his injury, and even then, he had more than 20 points and almost had a double-double. Luka did not have his best night. I believe he only had 15 points. The Mavericks are a good team in general. So Fred VanVleet not having a good game and the Raptors still beating the Mavericks by 23 points shows me that the Raptors are back to playing team defense just like they did last year and just how they did the year they won the championship. And actually, they've been doing that for a while, but I don't know. I'm not a Raptors fan. I can't give you all the numbers off the top of my head. And then Siakam shot 7 of 19, which I mean, obviously that's not the best shooting percentage, but at the same time, he did have 19 points and the Raptors really did benefit from him having 19. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize Pascal Siakam, especially after a win. OG, another double-double. I love to see it. 13 points and 11 rebounds. Kyle Lowry, if there was a Raptors Hall of Fame, Kyle Lowry would already be in it. Last night, he had 23 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. And then Norman Powell had 17 points in only 22 minutes. He's another guy who I'm actually pretty big on. And then as a team, the Toronto Raptors shot 50% from the field, 44 made field goals out of 88 attempts. And then they also shot 36% from 3, which once again, for a team to shoot 36% from 3, that's very good. I believe Steph Curry is a career 41 or 43% three-point shooter. So if your team as a whole is shooting just under 40% from 3, that's good. And then the Toronto Raptors are playing the Miami Heat on Wednesday and once again on Friday. I'm very curious to see how this game goes because the Miami Heat are obviously from Florida, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, the Toronto Raptors don't have a home court. They're actually playing down in Tampa. Now, I've watched some of these Raptors games, and the Raptors have actually been getting booed even at their home games. So I'm kind of curious to see how that goes when the Raptors play Miami later this week. But as of now, it's really looking like I was right about pretty much everything I said about the Toronto Raptors. And if you made it this far into the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you have not done so already, and hit that subscribe button if you like unbiased NBA news. We talk about games here, and we talk about anything that is breaking news whenever breaking news shows up, such as the James Harden trade or such as me getting drafted by the Lakers first overall 2021 draft. If only, right? Thank you all so much for watching once again. I really do appreciate all of the support. I will see you all next time, and I am out of here.